Hey guys, it's Justin Regu coming at you live from Ogden, Utah. Okay, so you just asked the question, what is it like to be an elementary school teacher? Okay, what's funny about that question is that it's kind of a loaded question because there are so many facets of being an elementary school teacher that it's hard to put it all into one category or just one description. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of give a brief overview, but what I really wanted to do was I wanted to talk to you about a book, and I'll show this book in just a second on the screen. What what is it like to be an elementary school teacher? Okay, well, you have to love kids first off. Okay, you have to love to be able to work with them. You have to love to be able to help them achieve and help them grow. And there's a lot of energy output into that. And you have to be willing to spend time putting together lessons that are going to activate their learning, that's going to engage them in learning, that's going to make them want to be a learner of material. And sometimes the, the amount of time it takes to put that together can be very overwhelming. Um, and then I'm not saying that to scare you off. What I'm saying that so that you understand that it is a very very involved profession. And if you love what you do, and I love to teach. I love to teach because I love watching a student that gets into a subject and really excels at it, or even better is a student who's really struggling, who finally it clicks with them, and they just are like, oh my gosh, this totally makes sense now. That is teaching, okay? And so that is what it's like to be an elementary school teacher, is watching young men and women, the future of our country really, become become who they are, kind of grow into a young adult, a person who's going to be able to give back to the community and give back to society as they get older. And so, with that in mind, you also have to take into account what your compensation is uh, for the amount of time, effort in putting into that. And I want to throw that out there because one of the things that my teaching partner and I have discovered is that we love to do what we do, but we're not compensated in the way that we should be compensated, in the sense of the amount of time, effort, and the fact of the matter is that as a teacher, without teachers, you wouldn't have the learning from lawyers and doctors and mathematicians, and you wouldn't have that without a teacher. Okay, and parents are teachers, our religious leaders are teachers, our political leaders are teachers. And what my teaching partner and I discovered was that we want to teach our students to live up to their fullest potential. And when you realize that you're a role model for your students and you're telling them to do something, and then you realize that you're actually not doing what you're asking them to do, you sound a little hypocritical. And you realize, God, I'm being very hypocritical. So what we decided to do is we said, you know what? We're no longer going to be hypocritical. And what we did is we found a group of men and women who were willing to work with us so that we could also live up to our personal potential and be able to develop some additional cash flow into our pockets so that we could bring more into our classroom, so that we can show our students how to live up to their potential. And so with that, if that sounds like a group that you want to be a part of, click below, go over to the next page, get the next step of information, and email me below at justin.regu10@gmail.com, because we would love to be able to communicate with you on that. With that, I'm going to end here. The next series that I'm going to kick out is for somebody who's looking to become a teacher for the first time, and I'm going to start talking about this book, The First Days of School, because there is some phenomenal information in here about how to become a great teacher. So, thanks for listening. Again, click below, move on over to the next page, and we'll talk to you soon.